Hey guys, it's Kesara, and today I'm going to be doing my April reading vlog part 1. Uploading that often. I kind of didn't upload for 2 months, which is the longest I've ever not uploaded. And I don't really have a good excuse for that, other than I got out of the habit of uploading regularly probably as far back as August of 2020. And since then, I've really struggled to upload, mostly because of my work, because for the last year, I've been pretty much working nonstop to the point where like I come home and in my head, I'm still working. And I mentioned in my last vlog, like 2 months ago, that I was gonna have a little bit more time on my hands, but what happened with that time on my hands, all of it went into reading, and because I wasn't as structured in like the video making side of it, I kept thinking, oh, well, I'll just have time tomorrow, and tomorrow became next week, which became next month, and here we are, it's already April, and I can't believe all of this time has gone by already. Like I said, no actual excuse other than I got caught up with a bunch of books rather than actually filming things for YouTube. So I'm sorry guys, but I think it's time for me to get back to it. I did during the meantime, like those 2 months, I spent a lot of time binge reading. I did a lot of like the same author, the same genre, or like just the same series, like back to back. So I feel like those weeks wouldn't have been that interesting anyway. For me, it's time to start over, and I'm ready to get back into the swing of things. So like always with these vlogs, I'm going to start out with the books that I'm currently reading, which surprisingly, they're all on my TBR, which I didn't expect, but apparently I'm following my TBR very well in a way that I haven't the last 2 months. The first one that I'm currently reading is The Lies of Locke Lamora by Scott Lynch. I actually started this like a week and a half ago. I started this a while ago. I'm almost done. I'm right there. And I've been going very slow with it, partly because like I want to savor it, which it's so good. I'm enjoying it so much. I just like getting lost in this world when I'm reading it. It's one of those that it gives me all the nostalgic vibes that I'm looking for, and I really enjoy it. It is though one that I have to pay very close attention to in a way that I don't normally do for my rereads. So is also part of the reason why I'm reading it a little bit slower than I would have typically wanted to, but I'm really enjoying it, and I definitely think I will be picking up the next book in this series in the month of April, and I'm really excited for that. The next book that I'm reading is The Guest List by Lucy Fowley. So I'm listening to this one on audio, and I haven't listened to it in the last like 24 hours or so. I want to say like 4 hours left in the audiobook. So it's about a 10-hour audiobook. So that's about 60% of the way done. I'm enjoying it. I think I'm just not in the mood for this type of book because I can tell it's a good book. It gives me the same vibes that One by One by Ruth Ware gave me, which I absolutely loved. Mind you, I love Ruth Ware, and I like the audiobook narrator for all of Ruth Ware's books, Imogen Church, and I just think that combination is perfect. And this audiobook is also fantastic, but even though I can see that it's interesting and I can see that the writing is really good and that the characters are very well developed, I'm not as invested in like the actual plot of it as I should be, which is just kind of weird. Like I said, I'm enjoying it. I'm gonna see where it goes, but I don't feel myself reaching for it the way I have been like reaching for a lot of the other books that I've been reading recently. So I don't know, I just kind of have like a weird feel to it, but I will definitely be finishing that one at some point this week, and hopefully I'll end up loving it more than I am right now. And the last one that I'm currently reading is my classic for the month, which is A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. I'm almost done with this one as well. I only have like a little bit left. It's super short, so there's not that much to it, but I'm really enjoying this one. This is probably the one that I'm most excited to be reading right now. I absolutely love the audiobook for it, by the way, and it's just sweet and I love it. I wasn't expecting to love it as much as I am, just because, like I said, Charles Dickens is very hit or miss for me, but this one just works in a way that some of his other books don't work for me. So yeah, I'm absolutely loving this. Probably be finishing it either later tonight or very early tomorrow. So it is Wednesday, April 7th, and I finished both The Lies of Locke Lamora by Scott Lynch and A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. So I'm gonna start with A Christmas Carol. This was just a fun, sweet book that I absolutely enjoyed. I love the story of this book. It's definitely one of those like Christmas spirit stories that I absolutely love. I can totally see why people like to read this during December, like during the holiday season. It definitely works for that. And I absolutely love the audiobook, which is the main reason I chose this book to read this month, just because I wanted audiobooks that I knew I was gonna love, and it's narrated by Jim Dale, so it just had that magical atmosphere that I was going for, and I really, really enjoyed this. I ended up giving this one 4 stars. And then we have The Lies of Locke Lamora by Scott Lynch, which is a reread for me, of course, and I absolutely loved every second of this. I do feel like I got a lot more of the details, but what makes me love this book every single time is that ending. I absolutely love all of the detail that went into that ending. It just really, really worked for me, and I'm super, super excited to read the next book in the series. Of course, because I love this so much, I ended up giving it 5 stars again, and I absolutely did start Red Seas Under Red Skies by Scott Lynch, which is the second book in the series. I'm not super far into this one yet, so I don't have any progress to show you guys on this, but I'm absolutely loving it so far. I just love Locke and John so much, and I can't wait to see more of the adventures that they go on. So it is Saturday, April 10th, and this morning I finished The Guest List by Lucy Felley, and I have to say I'm a bit disappointed in it. And it's not because it's bad. It's not bad at all by any means, but I have a pet peeve when it comes to plot twists, and this book fits just perfectly into that pet peeve. I'm not gonna say what it is because, of course, spoilers, but I really did not like the way the plot twist was done at the end. It's a psychological thriller, so obviously there's gonna be a plot twist. It didn't work for me. I felt like there was a much more interesting way that this could have ended, a much more empowering and emotional way that this could have ended, and it just didn't go in that direction, even though the story led us to think that it was going in that direction. So that really didn't work for me. And then for the first, I wanna say like 60% of this book, I wasn't super into the plot. I do think it's well written. I do think the author did a really good job of developing these characters and creating an interesting mystery. And of course, the audiobook is absolutely fantastic. I think the audiobook production is the only thing that kept me reading through this book the entire time. But I just didn't love the story that much. And like I said, really, really hated the way the plot twist was done. So I ended up giving it 3 stars. So that is all I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I post videos on Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, so consider subscribing. If you'd like to be notified as soon as I upload, you can click that little bell icon. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up to support my channel. All social media links are in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!